Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Lopez here, and you're listening to the On the Gunline podcast for September 12th, 2023. Yes, sir. I'm out of my feels like I was on the other one. If y'all listen to that one, I appreciate it. And for those of y'all that reached out to me, I appreciate that too, y'all. Ooh, let me catch my breath a little bit here. I was getting my workout on just a minute ago. Ooh, working out some chest, working out some motherfucking arms, you know what I'm saying? Get a little muscles going over here. Yeah, buddy. My right arm is bigger than my left arm. Go figure, but y'all know why. I'm right-handed. If you know, you know. Anywho, I hope everybody's having a good day today, man. Yesterday was September 11th, day that will live in infamy like December 7th did. And you know, I don't like talking about this very much because, well, it's just my own questions that I have about things. But let's jump into it. Fuck it, why not? Right? We are on the gun line, and if it's your first time here listening to this podcast, I appreciate you. Somewhere long ago, this podcast was meant to be kind of veteran centric and do interviews with veterans, have them shoot the shit with me, and just have it out like we would out in the field, out on the gun line. If you're field artillery, you understand that reference. If not, well, the gun line is where everybody would go and hang out after we finish shooting and just chop it up, man. You go into each fucking section, and every section is going to have some different topic what they're talking about. Either one's complaining about Jody and their old lady, the other one's complaining about their finances being all fucked up, and that's one ain't doing shit. The other one's talking about, probably beating guts with some paraplegic. And then you come into my section and we'll just be rapping about this, man, whether it's politics, whether it's religion, or just whatever on your mind. Out in the field was beautiful because we just were uncensored, and out of that boredom, brotherhoods were formed. And I miss those days. And this was brought along because really it kept on going with this because it gives me that nostalgia, I guess. It gives me the environment that I miss. But anywho, again, I'm not getting in my feels today. That was last week, y'all. Man, oh man. I took some C4 earlier, to get my little workout in. I don't know much about stacks and pre-workouts and shit like that, but the old lady had bought me some, and next thing I know, I was over here throwing weights like a beast. But I'm claiming that, but I wasn't really beasting shit. Oh man. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. And we're back. So yeah, September 11th, man. I mean, everybody remembers where they were at that day if they were alive during that time. Shit. I was working at a dental office in North Miami, Florida. I was a dental assistant, and yeah, I was with one of our patients. I was with Dr. Berger, and we heard it come over the news about the first plane. We are like, damn, that's crazy. How did that happen? And then he started telling me about a long time ago, something about a plane had ran into the Empire State Building. So, but then as that was happening, went to go see the TV, turned the TV on in another office. And that's when watched the second plane hit the other tower, yo, and that was fucking crazy. And at that moment, like, oh shit, I guess this wasn't an accident. You know what I mean? Then you heard about the Pentagon one. And that's where I started getting suspicious with things, you know what I mean? But one thing that I will say is that for the days after 9/11, after it occurred in 2001, we were unified as a country, as one people, as we should be all the time, but we don't. And it was tragic that that shit happened. And then you had that one last flight where the motherfucker said, "Nah, we ain't going out like this, and let's ride, baby." And they rode on. You know what I'm saying? Who knows who they might have saved, or the countless lives they might have saved. But I still, for a long time, I've been awoken, I guess you could say, about what really happened that day. There's too many questions left unanswered. And you want to call me conspiracy theorist? That's fine. Go ahead and do that. Because no matter how many times I watched that video of the Pentagon getting hit, there's no fucking way that's a fucking airplane hitting that Pentagon building in that camera. You know what I'm saying? The most guarded fucking place. You're going to tell me they only have that one video? And they made that perfect cylindrical hole. And anyways, if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, it makes me question things. I wouldn't put it past our government to do things like this in order to prop up their laws to be more invasive towards the people. The positive thing that came out of it as well was that people like me, who unfortunately were disqualified from joining the military, or not disqualified, but they made us jump through hoops to get in the military. It made it a little bit easier. What do I mean by that? Well, in 2003, I had a felony already for grand theft, and I only had a GED. And I had some other tattoos on my body that, well, those I had to get rid of. By get rid of, I mean I had to get them ran over and covered up. But that's nor here nor there. But when the war kicked off, it gave them a reason to go to war in Iraq for no reason whatsoever. Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11. And then Afghanistan, that was just 20 years wasted. Thanks to the way we were left out there, just, fuck you, bye. It was a waste. What was that whole time that I spent there training these fucking monkeys to go shoot artillery so they could just fucking give it up? Or they were already probably part of them and were like, hey, check this out. We learned some new shit from the Americans. You know what I mean? So whatever. And it was a good way for those who are in higher power to maintain and make more money. Because, ain't nobody else make money out of this except what is called military industrial complex. Anyways, tinfoil theory type shit, But at least we were together as one nation at that time. And towards a common enemy, or the patriotism that was expressed at that time, or, just the pride in country was great, in our people. I'm not saying we got to love our government. Fuck our government, honestly. They don't do shit for us. But as a people, we were united. Poor Arabs caught hell. They caught hell like a motherfucker. Even Indians, motherfuckers, Pakistanis, they caught hell. If you looked a little darker than normal Hispanic, and you had the unibrow going, yeah. If your country ended in Stan, you probably had a bad time during that time, especially during the airlines. But yeah, dude, it's a trip, man. We were united for a while, and then, as with all things, it just became forgotten. So anyways, let's not forget those lives that were lost, and then those that also paid a cost on these wars that we got nothing out of, at least as an American society or country. We ain't get no damn oil. Could have got something out of it, just something tangible. You know what I mean? Got some cool stories. You know what I mean? Got some cool stories out of that shit. Anyways, just rambling on here. So yeah. So this is again your first time to the Gunline. Usually I have my co-host here with me, who's Hunt, or every once in a while your arena drops by. But today is Hunt's birthday, so shout out to Lee Hunt, Mr. 41-year-old today. And congrats, buddy. We made the statistics look like shit, because you being a black man in America, in Texas, I think that you weren't supposed to live this long. But congratulations, you done did it. You done got it, baby. 41 years old. And on the serious side, I want to wish him a happy birthday. And that's my brother, man. My brother from another mother. And usually I like to bump off my ideas with him, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, yeah, this is just gonna be a quick one day, y'all. Just to fill in the gap, just talk a little bit. And again, thank you all for reaching out to me. Those that listened to last week's podcast, I do appreciate y'all reaching out to me about me being in my fields. And this is what this forum is for. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come on here and also just have somebody to talk with, bro. I mean, I'm not a fucking PhD. I don't have a degree. All I have is experience that I can empathize with you. If you need somebody to talk to that can listen without judging, and you know what, you never know who your story could touch, or who needs to hear what you have to say. Because at the end of the day, those words might help somebody else out. You know what I mean? Oh man, whew. I worked out a little too hard today. I tell you what, though, I needed that workout, y'all. I realized I hit a new level of fatness. All right, I hit a new level of fatness. Um, I realized that I was a bit more overweight when I realized that I needed to go up in size, not in pants, not in shirts, in fucking towels, y'all. That's a new level of fat right there. New level unlocked. With my towel, I couldn't tie that bitch up in my little knot on the side, bro. I knew that when I needed to get like two towels in one, that's when I realized, okay, yeah, bro, you need to pump the brakes on what you're eating, baby. So that's what I've been doing. I've been pumping the brakes on what I'm eating. And I'm also, doing a little more working out than I used to because than I did. I wasn't doing a damn thing. So now me and my boy Kowalczyk, we going at it back and forth, keeping each other accountable as far as like working out. But that motherfucker has been trimming slim and shit. I used to be trimming slim until I hit 38. Then all of a sudden, bloop, motherfucker blew up like a motherfucking water balloon and shit. But I poked a little hole in it and I'm starting to let that water out slowly, baby. But yeah, dude, I don't know. There was some shit I wanted to talk about, y'all. And I can't remember what it was. I can't I'm trying to look through my text messages because sometimes that's what I do is I'll go ahead and fuck around and I'll text myself what I want to talk about. But unfortunately, I can't find them right now. Oh, that's right. I'm the almighty D-Lo. All right, never mind. I found something here. All right, let's see. I think I talked about that already, didn't I? What is this? Nope. Those are motorcycles I've been looking at. I need to get my two-wheel therapy back on, y'all. I do. If it's one thing that I do miss a lot is my two-wheel therapy, my motorcycling. And I am looking at getting another motorcycle here, Scout Bobber, it's made by the Indian, or your Harley motherfuckers will say it's a Polaris, whatever, motherfucker. Just like you're on a Yamaha, you're a Yamaha, so I don't want to hear it. There's a reason y'all motherfuckers can interchange your parts. But anyways, now on the real side, yeah, I'm looking at getting a Scout Bobber here next year and start working on it, doing some like modifications to the bitch and just making her mine. And that also helps with the mentals, But yeah, give me 1 second here. Just looking at my text messages. Let's see. All right. So, with that being said, y'all, what's going on in your world? Today is Tuesday. Let me tell you how my week started. All right, my week started off pretty well. I think I jinxed myself. I was driving with my old lady last week, and I was talking about if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, let's say last year or the year before, you'll know that my oldest daughter, she's had some issues in school. And in this year, it started off strong, like going really good, man. And I think I spoke too soon because I told the old lady, like, you know what? Really proud of Emily, man. She's been doing really good this year and hasn't gotten into no physical altercations or no trouble. And yeah, Spoke too soon. My daughter don't put up a bullshit. And I've taught her that from day one, not to put up a bullshit. Unfortunately, it's because I grew up in the 80s. I went to the elementary school in the 80s, junior high school in the late 80s and 90s, and high school. If I would have graduated, I would have been a class of 95. So with that, it was a different era. You had schoolyard fights, schoolyard scuffles, and shit like that. You lived by the code of the schoolyard. Well, that doesn't happen anymore. Last year, she got into a handful of altercations, ended up going to middle school, alternative type middle school. But, over the summer, we worked on certain things and she was doing good. And then this year, everything was going good up until yesterday. Well, let me back up. Up until last Thursday. Last Thursday, there were some little fucking kids messing with her. So, we nipped it in the bud right there, told the fucking faculty what was going on, and they said they would take care of it. Cool. Come yesterday afternoon, I was parked getting ready to pick up my daughters because both of my daughters go to the same school. And she texts me, my oldest one texts me, and she's like, I'm about to, fuck these kids up. They're over here fucking talking shit again, blah, blah, blah. But she was able to calm herself down and de-escalate herself and continue with the day during class. After her last period ends, the bell rings, she comes walking outside. She's getting ready to come into the car, and then that little black motherfucker and had a little white motherfucker with him. And all of a sudden they start fucking picking at her, saying names to her again. So my daughter got fucking fed up and she turned around, walked to the first motherfucker that she could that was talking shit and just decked his ass, pop that motherfucker in his chin. And he wasn't expecting that because one, it's a female and they're boys, and they thought that they wouldn't. I guess they didn't hear about her reputation from last year. But so she punched a motherfucker. And I went to the school. Because I find out because her younger sister, Sophia, comes on like, Dad, Emily just punched a kid. I saw it happen, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, so I got to go into school. So I go into the schoolhouse, yo. And this is where it pissed me off, y'all. And tell me if I was wrong on this, let me know if I was wrong. But I go in there and my daughter's writing down her shit that happened, but she's writing with her emotions as to what occurred. She's like, this kid Michael, blah blah blah, was calling me at him, was talking crap about certain things, and he was there with his little black bitch of a buddy, or with his friend, with his little black bitch friend, and blah blah blah, and just writing this out. And I told her, like, you shouldn't be writing things like this. This is not going to help your case. You can't be writing with your emotions. You know what I'm saying? So I try to correct her on that. And I think afterwards she understood, but at the time she was fuming. She gets into her feels like I do. And the problem with that is that, like me, I think that she gets like that rage can be blinding sometimes. Like, it's almost like an out of body experience that I have when I get into that rage. And I think that she gets it too, where it's like, I swear, dude, because it happened yesterday. The assistant principal started reading her incident report of what occurred. And she's like, oh, you can't say that. You can't say black bitch. And I'm like, whoa. It doesn't sound, you're making it sound racist is what I told her. And like, she could have said black boy or black kid. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get the black bitch part, but she put in there black because she's describing the fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? Let's not make it sound like a racist thing. But anyways, so long story short, it has to do with some kind of app that my daughter has on her phone. All right. And these kids are fucking talking shit about it. What pisses me off is that all of a sudden it goes from her, it goes from them talking shit to her that led to her punching them, to them turning it around and saying, well, if you wouldn't have had this app, then they wouldn't have been talking crap, then you wouldn't have had to have punched them. So it that started pissing me off right there, because my dad was like, oh, whoa, boo hoo, I had an app open, so that makes me the bad person. And I had to agree with her. I was like, wait a minute. I have to agree with my daughter here. I told her, like, you're blaming her as if like she brought the bullying upon herself. Who gives a fuck what she was doing with her phone? The point is that they're talking shit to her. And this was supposed to be nipped in the bud last week, but it wasn't. And so when she sees something's not being done about it, she's fucking human. And I did drop a couple of cuss words on there, I shouldn't have, but I told him, like, she's fucking human, and like we're all human, and something's gonna get to eventually get to the point where it's gonna fucking frustrate us, so we're gonna react. You know what I mean? She's not a fucking robot, so she reacted to what occurred. And anyways, I dropped a couple of f bombs there and some shit bombs here too. I was pissed, bro. I was really fucking pissed. That's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's my motherfucking daughter. Last year, I had their fucking back. I had their back where I was like, look, you're being supportive to my daughter. I get it, and da da da. But on this one, it seemed like she tried to flip it on her. Like, oh, well, if you wouldn't have done this, then this wouldn't have happened. So it kind of like they try to flip the script like it was her fucking fault that she was getting picked on, And that's where I fucking lost it. And now I was like, wait a minute. So let's say, because my daughter, she has a habit of walking on her toes. They say she's on the spectrum. That's why she walks on her tips of her toes. And she's been slowly trying to correct that. But they were making fun of her for that last year as well. So the point is, I was like, wait a minute. So they make fun of her for walking on her toes. So are we saying, oh, well, maybe if you walk flat-footed, they wouldn't make fun of you? Is that what we're saying? Are we victim blaming here now? Is that what it is? Do we need to turn this shit around and be like, oh, because she was dressed like that, she deserved what she got? Is that what we're turning into? And dude, I mean, I got fucking furious. And my daughter, I think, finally felt like somebody had her back on this. And I do 100 fucking percent. I told her I have your back. Now, I did tell her, like, look, you got to start using the system the way it's being used against you. These motherfuckers are pushing those buttons on you to fuck with you so that you can get in trouble, okay? Because they know how to make you react. What you need to start doing, and I know you hate to hear this, I told her, was like, you're a girl, all right? They're boys, and it's always the boys fucking with you. It almost seems like it's harassment, the sexual harassment or discrimination because you're a girl. Start using that shit to help you out, because that's the only way that things are going to get fucking done, it seems like. You know what I mean? Apparently, she can't fucking punch a motherfucker because now it's assault. Now, I ain't going to lie. They did do the investigation. They talked to the kids, and they put a little fucking restraining order type deal in order to prevent this from occurring again. But the point being, was I wrong for having my daughter's back like that and for what I said? I don't think so, y'all. If we can't put fists on these motherfuckers, because I even told them, like, do I need to go talk to these kids' parents? Do I need to talk to these kids myself? You know what I mean? What sucks is my daughter Sophia was getting clowned on by a little black kid. All right. And I told her, why didn't you talk shit back? Because they were calling her Dora the Explorer because of her haircut. All right. And I was like, well, he was wearing glasses. Why don't you make fun of him for having 4 eyes and shit like that and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, well, because he's black and I don't want them saying I'm discriminating or I'm being racist. That's what we've gotten to in this fucking country, y'all. That's what we've gotten to. That if we stand up for ourselves, all of a sudden we're the assholes. We're the bad guys. And mind you, we're not white, bro. We're not. I'm not saying that being white and talking shit makes you a racist. I'm just saying that usually the perception is that if you're white and talk shit about somebody else, you're racist. I'm Latino, bro. My last name is Lopez. It ends in an EZ. All right. So I'm Latino. I'm not saying I can't be racist, because God damn it, I'm a prejudiced motherfucker. I will tell you that from the get-go, from the jump. I am a prejudiced motherfucker. What does that mean? I will prejudge your ass based on how you are dressed. Yes, I fucking will. I don't give a fuck what race you are. But anywho, and see, this is how it goes on the gun line too. I'll start with one fucking topic and I'll end up to another one. Anyways, I'm ranting here. But anyways, was I wrong for that, y'all? And can we bring back? Can we normalize schoolyard fights? Can we normalize them? All right, because honestly, I think that will prevent a lot of school shootings in the future. You let the motherfuckers get their anger out, put them in a boxing ring, bam, get their anger out. It'll help. I promise you, it'll help. Wear their little asses out during PE. You think those motherfuckers want to be? They're gonna be too tired. And you know what? While we're at it, can we bring back some fucking auto mech in schools? You know what I mean? Can we start incorporating trades that can actually look? Not everybody is college motherfucking material, y'all. Back in the day, I remember when I was in high school, they had auto mech. They taught you how to fucking tear apart a carburetor, put that bitch back together, how to fucking work on a car. Dude, I'm sure that schools or the school system can partner up with some fucking um collision center, or fucking some auto mechanic. They can partner up and put these kids that are like in 10th, 11th, 12th grade, let them go, like for an after school activity to go fucking learn. Cause yeah, you can read a book all fucking day long, but until you put that bitch in action, ain't shit gonna happen. You can teach me all day how to fucking draw blood by looking at a fucking book. But until I stick that goddamn needle in the vein, I ain't gonna know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So what I'm saying is, can we bring that back? Can we normalize fucking regular trade jobs? You know what I'm saying? Fuck, man. I think that would be it would do so much better than teaching these kids what bathroom they should use or what pronouns should be said or whose teacher is a rainbow and who gives a fuck. That's not going to help them in the future. Shit. Can we do that? Can we normalize that? I'm sure there's schools out there that can do that. These are times that I wish I had money, bro. I really fucking wish I could start like my own school for kids that are AKA troubled youth, What's up? I'm podcasting. Come here real quick. So I'm gonna bring y'all my daughter that I was just talking about right now. So don't do that. Anyway, say hi, Em. They can't see you. You don't want them to see you? So anyway, so now she's in school suspension, which she ended up coming home today. But again, because she stood up for herself from being bullied. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of her. Now we know not to put our hands on people anymore, right?
Yeah.
Except when
they put their hands on us.
Exactly. We're Lopez's. We don't start fights, but we fucking end them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, anywho, y'all can't see her, but she's like about 4'11", and she stands up for herself. She used to be really athletic, and then she quit. She should have kept doing it. But what do you think is missing in schools nowadays?
Missing in school?
Yeah. Like if you had a magic wand, right now you're in middle school, what would be one thing you would want changed?
Let me see. Shorten the length of the day? I don't know.
What's that going to achieve?
Good question.
Yeah.
I just want to shorten, to be honest.
Why?
I don't like long days.
Okay, but let's say, what curriculum do you think they should teach in order that's going to help you in the future?
I feel like
somebody's watching me. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm dealing with a man child, everyone. Anyways. Curriculums. I don't know.
Like what if they could start teaching you things that had to do with like with that'll assist you in life?
Probably how to like I've noticed that like people are like easily swayed by propaganda. So I was like thinking like what if there was like a little side curriculum where kids can study like what's propaganda, like nationalism, all that jazz. That could be like a unit in like social studies, like how to recognize propaganda, how to like.
Well, I think that's going to be a curriculum more like in high school.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's at.
Yeah.
But like right now in junior high, being you're in 7th grade, what would you like to be learning about? Like if you could get rid of a couple of classes, what would they be?
Can I just completely wipe out letters from math?
Yeah, I feel you on that. I agree with her on that. I mean, I barely learned my 1, 2, 3s and ABCs, and then they want to put them all together. Come on now. All right, honey, you can go away.
Cool.
Who's cooking? Okay, make sure she doesn't burn the house down.
Oh, she's already done.
Okay, good. Just make sure she doesn't burn the house down. All right. So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all for being here. That's my daughter right there. One day I actually want to start a podcast with her because she's so intelligent for her age, like really smart. Not trying to toot her fucking horn, but everybody says that their kids are the smartest, but no, she really is. Like Dude, at the age of 11, she was talking communism with me. So I'm not saying that a lot of kids don't, but she actually kind of understood it. And I'm a fucking grown man and I still barely understand that shit. Anywho, with that said, y'all, I'm happy y'all let me just do what I do here. Today was like, dude, I feel sometimes like this fucking podcast is like Seinfeld, the podcast about nothing. But I do like doing interviews. So here's a call out again. Here's a call out again. If you want to join me here on the Gunline, send me a fucking email on the gunline at gmail.com. I just want to hang out with y'all, learn about you. Doesn't matter if we surf together or not. On the gunline at gmail.com. I am available just about every damn day. Just certain hours I'm not, because I got to pick the kids up. But other than that, I'm available every fucking day, y'all. And think of it as like therapy with a therapist. That's what I do. And with that said, man, I'm glad I was able to fucking vent here for a bit. Because I'll tell you, it's been getting to me. And with that said, I'll catch y'all here. I think I'm gonna start spreading these to every 2 weeks, to be honest. Maybe on the 1st and the 15th, like on y'all's paydays. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna do that. Just so I can have a little more shit to talk about versus every week. Um, and unless I have like, somebody that wants to jump on here with me and we could just shoot the shit episodes. That's what I used to call them. That was when I would have like somebody we didn't know, or just somebody who jump on and just we'll shoot it up, which is basically talk about your story. Because I believe every veteran out there has a story. You don't have to be a fucking Delta Force, Space Shuttle gunner, Navy SEAL Ranger, fucking SF, motherfucking Medal of Honor, Silver Star wearing motherfucker to come and tell a story. We all have our stories. Everyday Joes. You know what I mean? Your everyday Joe has a fucking story. You all pounded the ground, or even if you just hung out on the talk, come and hang out, man. Yeah, we'll talk shit. That's definitely gonna happen. The shit talking will happen, but I just like it to be a conversation, y'all, not scripted. I'll have questions, obviously, but yeah. Let me know what y'all think. If you want to come on here on the gunline at gmail.com, email me and I'll get you on, man. Male, female, whatever. We'll talk about whatever you want. You know what I mean? Anywho, that's my call out to you all. If you get a chance, go to onthegunline.com. There's a link there to the merch to help a brother out. And I'll let y'all know this right now. I'm trying to save up money to buy more equipment so it doesn't look this ghetto-rific in here. All right. I'm literally inside my garage. I'm trying to buy this little fucking shed type deal to make a little quote unquote studio in there. And but that shit costs a lot of fucking money. That shit costs 6 G's, bro. 6 fucking G's. I ain't got 6 G's. I ain't got it like that. You know what I mean? And then I want to get another camera and some edit. Well, anyways, that's a me problem. If you guys want to help a brother out, though, you could always go to the merch store on thegunline.com. There's a link there to support store, because I don't want to ask y'all for money because I almost feel like I'm begging. And it's like, it's not like I'm providing y'all a service other than, coming on here and talking with y'all. But if you feel like you want to support, if you want to give, say what you would spend for a motherfucking a 6-pack or a 12-pack, feel free to cash app me, bro. Or you know what? Feel free to PayPal me. PayPal, just look me up on thegunline.com. That's where you'll find my PayPal info. And then I got this new shit called the Cash App. I had to get that for when one of my buddies passed away. And my Cash App is, I don't even know how you do this shit. Just look me up under Danny Lopez, and it's DLO 1977. So it's the cash sign and then DEELOW 1977. The number is 1977. Year I was born. If you're watching, it looks something like that. So find me there. If you're watching it. And yeah, on the gunline at gmail.com for the PayPal. and help a brother out, man. Let's get some equipment going on here. Maybe I could get some money and start paying motherfuckers to come on here. Get some of those, like, the Special Forces Operator Delta Secret Scroll and motherfuckers. All right, y'all. I gotta get out of here. Go take a shower because I think I'm starting to stank up. But goddamn, look at them guns. Oh, hold on. Let's look at these guns. Look at these guns. Yeah, yeah, it looks like fat. That's what it looks like. It looks like motherfucking fat. Vet bros, baby, for life. Anywho, having standards makes me a vet bro. I'm rambling. Rounds complete, end of mission, gunline out. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. And it's for real, though. Am I wrong for what I did at school? I don't think I'm wrong. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Can't really remember, y'all. You guys, I need you to also send me thoughts on what y'all want me to talk about. Submit fucking stories you want me to read. Like, hell, if you don't want to come on here, type up a fucking story, man, or your story, and I'll read it on here, bro. Look, this is just this helps me, and I hope it helps you. All right. With that being said, y'all, I'm gonna call it a day. Sorry that the computer is shaking so much, but my computer table is wobbly. I like the ass when it wobbly when it wiggles. Anyways, one more thing. If you don't know how to drive stick shift, do not buy a stick shift fucking car. I'll just leave it at that. Don't buy a stick shift fucking car thinking that you're going to learn how to drive it over a weekend and then realize, fuck. Because you know what you can't do? You can't just go back to the dealership and be like, hey, I want to exchange it. It don't work that way. Nah, motherfucker, you bought it. There's a story for that. I'll let y'all know next week. With that being said, actually, what's today's date? I'll tell you on when the next episode's going to be. Today is the 12th. So that's going to take care of the week of the 15th. So I'll see y'all October 1st, unless something comes up between there. All right. With that being said, thank y'all for listening. Rounds complete. Intermission, episode 280 is over. Gunline out. Bye, y'all. March order.